What is going on YouTube? My name is Fadeawaits, and today I'll be making a best Squid Beakon's location guide. It is going to be a mini series on my channel, and I'll be going through each and every single map in Splatoon, plus the new ones that are going to be coming out, and I'll be showing you what are the best Squid Beakon locations that you can be putting for your team. So these are both going to be defensive and offensive, and I'll be switching out in between inks of colors. So that way you can tell which ones are going to be more offensive and which ones are going to be more defensive. I'm also going to be explaining why the reasons are that I chose these locations and what is so beneficial about them. So the first map that we're going to be doing is Bluefin Depot. So let's jump straight into there. And I'm going to be using the Octobrush since this is a little bit more faster. So we're going to go straight to our first location. So the first location that I wanted to talk about is going to be behind this wall. This is going to be a little bit more defensive, and actually the three locations that I'm going to show right now are going to be more defensive than offensive. So the reason for these are just because you can go from all the way from over here to your Squid Beakon faster than just swimming down. You could also jump straight into the action, whichever side you choose, and you also have a good amount of cover, so no charger can get you or anybody else, unless they flank up here, which is, you know, they could push up there, but you have the wall to protect you. So this is going to be the first location in both of these sides. Second location is going to be right here in behind this wall, and although it doesn't really switch too much out of this one, you do have a little bit more area before you can go over here. So that one, this second location is more for if you want to just jump straight to your right side, or if you want to, you know, just flank and go straight left. Again, these are more defensive, so you do have a wall to cover you, and that is the reason I chose the second location. And since it also pushes you to your right side, I'm going to be talking about the third location, which is going to be pushing you on the left side. So this is going to be my favorite location, and it's going to be behind this wall right here. Now the reason for this one is because if you notice on the other side there is a wall that you could climb, but on this side there isn't. And so this wall really gives you enough cover to, you know, just jump, and you can jump straight down into there. There's no chargers, no long base weapons that can hurt you unless they throw a bomb up here. Apart from that, you rarely get splatted, and you can jump straight into the match with being with good cover. Now I'm gonna switch out my ink. Now, these are going to be a little bit more offensive than defensive, and I want to make a quick note before I do these, and that's please make sure that you look at your map before you jump on these next three, because these are a little bit more like going into battle, and you can easily get flanked. So please make sure that you check your map before you jump into them. Make sure that there's only your ink around that Squid Beakon and not nobody else's. And let's get straight into it. So the first location for offensive is going to be behind this wall. Let me get a little bit more ink here. And reason for this one is pretty straightforward. It gets you into the left side pretty simple, pretty easily. And you do have this wall to cover you. You can also just swim up here the minute you come up here, and then you can flank anybody. If you have long range, short range, whichever one you want, you just straight flank. My second location is going to be more closer to their spawn, and this one's going to be more if you really want to push them back into, you know, their spawn and want to take more control. So this is going to be on the left side and on this corner. Now, the reason I started picking corners is because in between battles, like let's say turf war or more like splat zones, there's always an objective that they're gonna go for, so they don't really notice these corners. And especially this one, because mostly the other team they'll basically jump in between both right and left in the middle, and they're gonna go straight into battle, so they won't be seeing this one, and you could easily, you know, flank them from right that corner. Again, you also want to make sure that there is no ink that's not yours around that area, and then you could easily flank. And this last Squid Beakon location is going to be on the other corner on the right side. The reason for this one is pretty much the same, but this is more of my favorite just because there will be people that are jumping from this location from the left, but mostly what they do is that they'll shoot and then jump on here and then go straight ahead, or they'll go that side. They kind of ignore this side just because it takes a little while to go from, you know, from the top to the bottom, just walking on it, say until you do turn into a squid and you fall straight through. So they'll either jump on this thing right here and go right, or they'll go left, but they won't see this corner. So this is a little bit more safer, but of course, always make sure that you check before you jump. So these are going to be my 6 best Squid Beakon locations. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to give a quick announcement, and that is if you see a Squid Beakon on your map, please jump onto them. There is a reason why people are putting them down, and that's so you can get into the battle more quicker and you could help out your team. So that is going to be the first map that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be doing Kelp Dome in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Fadeawaits, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay fresh, you guys.